very good morning, class 10 students. So, our topic, the next topic after male reproductive system is we are going to talk about today female reproductive system. You will be able to draw easily after this lecture female reproductive system, as well as you will be able to understand the basic terminology about this system. So, I hope that all of you are now very much clear with the male reproductive system. So let's see that what is in the female reproductive system. It consists of a pair of ovaries. So here, as you can see, these are our ovaries, right, on the both the sides. That is the on the both the sides of the on the one on the this side of the uterus and another is on the this side. So that is the most important part. Ovary is the most important part because this is the portion which release egg or ovum or female gamete, most important part of our female reproductive system. Then there is a tube like structure which you can see that this is our fallopian tube, or many time it is also known as oviduct. This is the tube actually which receives the sperm where fertilization happens. Then there is a, as you can see, this pear shaped structure, that is our uterus, and this uterus is the place which holds fetus, or I will say embryo, or I will say baby, basically, right? So this is the structure in which growing embryo is present. Then there is the this uterus, it opens into the cervix, and then this cervix finally opens into the vagina. So when I will talk about menstruation with you, then I will you will be able to understand that when there is the bleeding that happens in the menstruation cycle, that releases out from the vagina. So quickly let's see. So ovaries, pair of ovaries, then two tubes, fallopian tubes or oviduct, one uterus, one cervix, and one vagina. Now, what is the functions? We will talk about each function of each and every part now. A pair of ovaries, right? A pair of ovaries, what is their function? To create egg cells, to form egg cells. They are present one on each side of uterus. The most important other function, that one is the function that they produce egg cell, right? Sex cells, female gametes, ovum or egg, as well as they secrete hormones. Which hormones? In the male reproductive system we talked about one hormone, but here in the females there are two hormones which are very important, that is the estrogen and progesterone. Progesterone is actually known as the pregnancy hormone because it helps in the it helps in developing the thick lining of the uterus. Estrogen, it is responsible for responsible for secondary sexual characteristics in females. Which characteristics? Like again, hair growth, breast development, starting of menstruational cycle. These all are the changes because of these hormones. They are observed in female reproductive system. So what is the function of ovary? That function of ovary is to, first is to release egg cell, and second is to release hormones, to secrete female hormones. Which are female hormones? Two main important hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Clear? Let's move to next part. Next is now these tube like structure. As you can see, these are our fallopian tube. This is our fallopian tube. Single hai or they exist in pairs? Definitely they are, again they are in pairs because ovary two hai, so fallopian tube is also two. This is you can say that is the main connection, that is the main connection of uterus to ovaries. So look at her very carefully that these fallopian tube ये extend हो रही हैं, right? Let me show you there that these fallopian tubes, you can see here that these fallopian tubes, they are arising from the uterus and stretching out, extending to the ovary up to reach ovary. So it is a connection, it is a connection between uterus to ovaries. It receive egg, this is egg, it receives egg, this is the ovary in which many eggs are present, but every ovary release a single egg. Right now I don't want to go in much detail because otherwise you will be very confused, but one by one I'm going to the explanation part. Right now my purpose is to tell you that what is oviduct. Oviduct वो है जो connect करती है आपका यूट्रस के साथ किसको, ओवरी को, राइट. क्या रिसीव करती है, इसका काम क्या है, इट रिसीव्स द ओवम. कहाँ से रिसीव करेगी, इट विल रिसीव एग और ओवम फ्रॉम ovary. Now look at the each part of ovary. It is a funnel shaped. If I draw it, this is the fallopian tube part, right? This is the part which is going like this. There is a border, these finger like projections are present, and here ovary is present like this. So this finger like projection, these are pushing the egg into the fallopian tube. So end part of ovary is funnel shaped, and it has projections which it receives the projection which actually due to which egg is pushed into the fallopian tube. So now egg is in the fallopian tube, right, and it will wait for the sperm. So where is the fertilization is happening, that is the fallopian tube. So fertilization, site of fertilization, ये MCQ का question है, that is the fallopian tube. Now uterus is our, this is uterus and this is pear shaped, which is also known as womb, right? It is pear shaped, it is muscular, it is thick wall structure, and it is the place where fetus develop. And internal lining of uterus is known as endometrium. It is known as endometrium. Internal lining, thick lining of blood vessel of uterus is known as endometrium. So uterus क्या है? It is a pear-shaped structure, muscular structure, hollow, thick wall structure, and thick wall, that is inner thick lining, is known as endometrium. Then there it's, as you can see, this is the very 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 narrow passage. Narrow होता है जो बहुत ही कम space basically. This narrow lower part opens, this narrow lower part of uterus, it is known as cervix, and this is the portion which opens, which has to be opened at the time of normal delivery, because if this will not open, then how the baby is going to come out from the uterus. So this is the portion which has opened, which opens first at the time of delivery with the contraction, and then baby comes out through the vagina. Next is the vagina, that is the another opening, that is the lower end tube like structure. Sperm discharge, when, because female, they receive penis in this vagina, right, during the intercourse. So sperms, or I will betterly say that is the semen, they are deposited in the vagina, and that's also because baby is going to come out from this passage. So this is also known as birth canal. Which is the site of fertilization? That is fallopian tube. Who act as a birth canal? It is vagina. So when intercourse happens, penis enters into the vagina, it secretes semen here, and then from this area these sperms, they travel into the fallopian tube. Now, how do you think that this female gamete is formed? This female sex cells, which we are calling as egg cells, how they are produced? They are produced by ovary. But when? See, now when does the formation of ova start in female? Like males, the ova formation बहुत पहले ही start हो जाती है. It starts in female fetus. Fetus का मतलब even before the birth of a female child. It means if a mother is carrying a female child, then already ova or eggs, they start developing in female fetus when she is inside mother's womb. When now that female child is born, already 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs, or maybe approximate, that is I'm taking average, lakhs immature ova, they are already present in the ovary. So when do they get mature? When female reaches at puberty, with the release of hormones. कौन सा hormones? Estrogen and progesterone. Menstruational cycle start. With menstruational cycle, the egg mature, and every month, only and only one egg is released from each ओवरी. 2 ओवरी हैं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि दोनों की दोनों एग रिलीज करेंगी. नो, ओनली 1 एग इज मैच्योर्ड एवरी मंथ, चाहे तो इस ओवरी से हो चाहे इस ओवरी से हो. समटाइम इट हैपन्स अल्टरनेटिवली, बट देयर इज नो प्रूफ फॉर दैट. सो दीज both, wherever egg is that ova is matured, that will be released by the particular ovary. Every 1 month a single egg, a single ovum is released, right? How twins are formed, how monozygotic, dizygotic, that I will tell you later in the next lecture. But right now you need to understand here that every month 1 egg is released from each ovary. So now it means that release of ovum from the ovary, this process is known as ovulation. This is the very important process, because if ova will not be available and sperms they will be there in the female body, then there will be of no fertilization. Obviously no ovum, then sperms, they will be died there, they will be dissolved in the medium, and there will be no fertilization. So how, next question which comes in mind, how these immature eggs which are already present in the body, how they change into the mature? I already told you that this process of maturation of egg, it starts because of the hormones estrogen and progesterone, and these hormones, they are under the control of pituitary gland. Now when this ova is released, it happens after every 28th day. There is a cycle. See, this is a menstruational cycle. If I make it like this, 1 2 3 4 5 6, let me make it again, right, because this otherwise will not be clear to you. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14, then 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27, and we have to make here 28. So basically this is the cycle which happens there. My main concentration is to tell you that every 14th day of this complete cycle of 28 days, at 14th day of this cycle, ova is released from each ovary, right? That I will again talk about in detail when I will tell you about menstruational cycle, little bit, not in very much detail, but yes, then I will talk about this 14th day, that ova is released at 14th day of cycle, and complete menstruational cycle is 28 days. It includes bleeding phase, it includes then our again maturation of the uterus come back to the normal position. So these all thing happens, but right now how these get matured, these eggs they get matured because of the hormones, and when they released after every 28 days at the 14th, specifically if you have to mention, at 14th day of the menstruational cycle, right? So what is the last we will discuss now the functions of estrogen and progesterone. I told you that development of female secondary sexual characteristic is because of the estrogen. Progesterone, it helps in forming more and more blood vessels. Why uterus now needs more and more blood vessels? Because if fertilization happens, zygote बनेगा, zygote के बाद embryo बनेगा. So this embryo will develop where? In the uterus. So this progesterone starts developing more and more blood vessels in the uterus, due to which uterine lining, uterus की जो lining है, ये वाला जो uterus का basically portion है, this uterus lining, this becomes very thick, right? This uterus lining, it filled with the blood vessels, and it become very thick, so that it can receive the embryo, it can nourish the embryo if embryo is formed after fertilization. That is why it is known as the pregnancy hormone also, because it nourishes as well as receives the embryo. This is all about the first part of your female reproductive system. In our next part, I will talk about the menstruation, and as well as I will talk about that if egg is not fertilized or fertilized, then what will happen? Fertilized, or if it get fertilized, then what are the changes which are going to happen? That we will discuss in next lecture. Till then, take care.